All right, I won't call this one a talking shop. I need to come up with a name for these series with these two yahoos over here. But we just got back, took a lunch break to get our hair cut so we could look good for the video. And on the way back home, we stopped in to record a quick video. And I want this video to be the beginning of kind of an education series for kids that Roman and Leo are going to do with me. But also, this is a good principles for everybody. And this talk is going to be about kind of where we spend our money and what's a priority and value. And I've noticed lately, Roman, that as we drive around town and you see a certain car, you always point it out and you love it. So share with everybody what your favorite car is right now.
A white Range Rover with black wheels.
All right, so a white Range Rover with black rims. Leo, what's your favorite car?
A yellow Lamborghini.
A yellow Lamborghini. I've got boys with high goals here. All right, well, so that's fine. You're young. You don't understand money yet. So this will be a good conversation. So I wanted to kind of walk through and see if you would change your mind about what kind of car you wanted if we looked at it from a perspective of money and spending. So do you know how much we're going to skip your Lamborghini because that's just craziness. So this still.
Okay, fine. I'll choose Tesla.
A Tesla? Okay, fine. So this is perfect. So a Tesla will be close to the same. So you want a Range Rover, you want a Tesla. The prices are going to be the same. Do you know how much a Range Rover cost?
$85,000.
So the low end starts around $90,000. I did a little bit of research for this beforehand. So $90,000, a good Tesla is going to be about the same thing. So everything I'm going to say to Roman is going to apply to you, Leo. So $90,000. Do you know how much you have to pay every month on a loan to be purchasing that? So you're not going to give the car dealership $90,000. Most likely, you're going to pay a loan. So you know what your monthly loan is going to be?
$1,000.
Say it louder.
$1,000.
Close. No, $1,600. So $1,600 a month for your Range Rover. And if you think about that, your money is going from your pocket to the bank for the car. And then do you think your car is going to be worth more or less in the future?
Less.
So $90,000 today, it'll be less in the future. Exactly right. Cars are what are called a depreciating asset, meaning the value goes down over time. And usually we want our assets, which assets are just something that you own, we want our assets to go up. I know why you're smiling. I'm not saying a bad word with assets.
It's not that.
I know. So you're putting $1,600 a month towards a car that's going to be worth less in the future. Does that sound, just from a 9-year-old's perspective, does that sound like that's a good thing to do with your money?
No.
From a 6-year-old's perspective, no, you're exactly right. That's not the best thing to do. What's the purpose of a car?
To drive around.
To get from point A to point B.
And I'm not
A to B to C. So could you maybe get another car? Let's take my car, for example. I have a white Ford Explorer that just happens to have black rims like the Range Rover that you love. It gets me from home to work, from work to soccer practice, everywhere I need to go. But do you know what my monthly payment is for my Ford Explorer?
$600.
$400. I bought a used Ford Explorer. I spent $400. So you've got $1,600 a month for a Range Rover. You have $400 a month for a Ford Explorer. What's the difference?
Wait, what?
$1,600, $1,600, $400. What's the difference?
4 times.
Well, it's 4 times, or $1,200 difference, right? So I have $1,200 more in my pocket than I would if I had a Range Rover. And this is where I want you to think about it. So now we have a car that gets us from point A to B. I think my Ford looks cool, so we've got the cool-looking car.
I want to tell you what I like that's cool about.
All right, tell me real quick.
That it's white and it has like black at the bottom and black tires, and I like that their lights in the back are white, but when they stop it, they're red.
On the Range Rover?
Yeah.
But those are things that aren't really super important. It's cool to like those, yes.
I like Teslas because you don't always need to drive on them.
Oh, because they drive themselves? That is pretty cool. All right, those are good reasons to like them. But again, let's go back to the whole reason to have a car. Those are cool features, but the car is to get you from point A to point B. So you can have a car that it looks cool, but now you have $1,200 extra in your bank account every month. And with that, you can save, you can invest it, you can go spend it on other things. So you tell me, would you rather have an expensive car that's losing its value every day and not be able to do anything, or would you want a more affordable car, still going to lose its value, they both lose value, but now you have $1,200 extra a month to be able to go do stuff? What would you rather do?
less expensive car that's an SUV.
Yes. I didn't know where you were going to go. I didn't know if you're going to be stubborn and say you wanted the Range Rover, or if you're going to let logic and reason sit through. So you did it. So I think that makes a lot of sense, and I think that's important to grasp, because the same thing will happen through life, not just with cars. It'll happen with houses. It'll happen with different things as well. And you got to look at, okay, I like that. I like Range Rovers. I like Teslas. I would love to have one of each. But I also really, really enjoyed our vacation up to Michigan last week. I really, really enjoyed going up to Notre Dame to see Liverpool play. And if I had a Range Rover, we couldn't do that. And the Range Rover is still getting me from home to work, but it's impacting my ability to do fun stuff with you guys and to save for your college and save for my retirement. For me, I think for most people, it makes more sense to go with the more reasonable car, have a good car that'll get you where you need to be. If you want it to look nice, pick one that looks nice within reason, and take that other money and do other things with it. So you can either have you can have expensive things and not do much, or you can have nice things and hopefully still be able to do things and have good experiences. And I hope that you learn from me, and as you get older, that experiences are actually more valuable than the things we own. Michigan, and the time we had there playing in the lake and throwing Silas up in the air and all that stuff, those memories are way more valuable than having a car, right? All right, so does that make sense? So the moral of the story is what? When we think about our money, think about having something and not being able to do anything, or having something very similar but being able to do things and enjoy life. Which way makes most sense?
Similar and be able to enjoy life.
I'll take that. What do you think, Leo? Same thing?
Wait, what?
To have something and not be able to do anything, or to have something similar and be able to live life and have fun?
I don't know.
Have fun. Don't listen to your own. He's trying to get you in trouble. All right. So that's it. So, again, I want to do more of these with you guys. We're going to do more. I promise you, if we do 10 of these videos, I'll set up your own YouTube channel, and you guys can take the reins and educate your friends about the importance of thinking about money and the basics of money and how to save and do things. But today, I think the important thing was learning that, yes, the Range Rover is nice, but the Range Rover may impact your ability to do something. And I hope that you guys grow to be successful enough to where you could afford the Range Rover and do all the other things as well, because there's people who reach that level of financial success. But I think that if you get to that level, you'll realize that even though you can afford the Range Rover, you don't really need it, and there's better uses of your money. Maybe at that point you're donating it and giving it away and being charitable and helping other people, which brings way more satisfaction and way more good to the world. So I want to thank you both for taking your time and being honest and learning with me along the way. And I hope that some of the kids out there that watch this learn as well. So you guys ready to get going home so you can go play with your friends?
Yeah.
All right. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this made sense. And be on the lookout for, we'll come up with a name for this series, but look for more of these videos with Roman and Leo, kind of covering some basic financial principles and getting kids talking about money and how to handle it properly. So we'll see you in the next episode.